So I created this post on Facebook and I was asking my peoples, if you had the opportunity to change your life in 18 to 24 months, would you lay low and get to it each and every day? So I wanted to see the type of responses I get to it. So I got a few responses. So what I wanted to do was create this video to actually show you how you could actually transform your life in 18 to 24 months using social media. Before we get into all the strategy of how you could change your life in 18 to 24 months using social media, you need to first understand what is content. And content is something like this video, me explaining to you how to get from A to Z. So what you would have to do is whatever skills that you have, you will have to present those skills in the form of content, showing people how you can get them from A to Z, solving a problem, picking one problem and sticking with that problem and just showing people or explaining to people what the problems are or the problems that they have, and through your content, how you can solve those problems. That's what content is. And then there's content marketing. And what content marketing is actually doing the same thing with explaining what those problems are, but you're actually guiding them through the solution because you're the one who has the solution, right? So you're guiding them through the solution. Then you're telling them how much it costs. Then once you tell them how much it costs, you're telling them what to do. Hey, go buy right now. And then once they see what you offer, they'll start to see your other services. And that's how you're able to build from one customer at a time through content marketing or through even creating content. Creating content helps you be an authority within your whatever niche that you're in. So if you're a guy that's doing fitness and you out there doing fitness video, or for me, I do security, I'm going to be talking about fire alarm. I'm going to be talking about safety, burglar alarm safety, camera safety, how to put these things in, reviews, product review. I'm going to be talking about everything as much as I can to actually get the people to trust me, to let them know that, hey, this guy's an expert in his field. So you have to produce the content to help the people understand that you're an expert in whatever it is that you want to do. So that's the first step. So the three things you want to look at when it comes to creating content on social media, you first want to pick just one channel. You don't want to spread yourself too wide and be posted on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all these different places like that. What you want to do is you want to pick one social media platform. Whatever that platform is that gives you the most feeling, the most traction, whatever it is, that's the one you start with. You master the one, and you figure out how the content is being posted on that site for the people that's in your niche, whatever it is that you're actually trying to do. You see what the top people in that field is doing. You don't mimic, you just grab ideas, see how their video is being edited, see the text, see the layovers, see the overlay, see the script, see what they're talking about, see how they start opening their video, see what a hook is, see how you add a hook to your particular video using your style and flavor. So those are the things you want to look at. So the three pillars is you want to educate people through how-to videos or how to get from A to Z and whatever the niche that you're in. You want to be able to inspire people. If you could inspire people to do things, that's another good way to do it. Another thing is if you could entertain people. See, I'm no entertainer. I ain't sitting here trying to make people laugh and whatnot. That's not my game. But if we sitting around chilling and some jokes go around, then hey, oh, this guy's a funny dude. But nah, I want to teach. I want to show y'all how to get to the bag and whatnot. So it's not hard. It's just going to take some work. It's going to take some sacrifice. There's going to be people around you that's going to be upset because they ain't going to understand what it is that you're trying to do. So if you can educate, if you could inspire, or if you could entertain people, those are the three pillars when it comes to social media. Then after you figure out which avenue you want to take, you figure out how you want to deliver it. You want to deliver it through how-tos. You want to deliver it through being funny. You want to deliver it through memes. You want to deliver it through UGC content. That's like user-generated content. When you reach out to other people and say, hey, could you do, promote my product, or could you do a video on me? Things like that. So you have to reach out to other people and solicit yourself. You got to put yourself out there in order for you to actually get to a larger audience. Then once you start building that audience, you start to put a little bit of money behind that engine. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. You just have to figure out how many people you want to reach and then scale back from that point on. There's a lot of math into it, and there's a lot of little nuance. There's a lot of things you have to learn. But I'm just trying to give you an overview picture of how you could actually create the content, focus on social media, one platform, start creating content, start giving information, and start helping people out there, because that's what God wants us to do. That's how we be fruitful. We take what we have, share our experiences with the people that's trying to get through the experiences that we already went through, and we show them how to get through it. So once we figure that out through nice storytelling, or even through, explainer videos, however you figure out how to convey your message, that's what you want to stick to. If I'm delivering any value in this video, I ask that you could just follow the channel. My name is Taurus the General. I own a security company. If you want to get yourself protected, you can go to my website, securisecurities.com, get yourself some cameras, get yourself an alarm system, anything. On this channel, I'm not selling you anything. I just want to give you the game as I know it. Everything I learned in business business, how to get credit, the messed up mistakes that I made, the money I got, the damages I made to my business, how I'm trying to get out the hole and how I got out the hole. So found any value in this video, like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. So some of the skills that you're going to need when you're actually starting to create content, you can use a regular phone. I shoot this off my Android, my Galaxy 25, the S25. I shoot this straight off my phone from the back camera, so that way I get a higher resolution. So if you got an iPhone or an iPad, just make sure your settings is on 4K, shoot from the back camera, and you'll have a nice, good quality picture. You don't need, very expensive cameras nowadays, but you will need to know how to shoot a video. You're going to have to start being able to research some topics, whatever the problems are, the topics you should be talking about. So if it's, you're a weight trainer and it's weight loss you want to deal with belly fat, then you talk about belly fat. You want to deal with men with man boobs, and you deal with men with man boobs. You want to, get people to get, arms, big arms, then you deal with that. You pick one problem and you become a master at that one problem. It doesn't matter if you know how to do the whole entire body. What you do is you pick one and you master that one, and you create the content around that one. So whatever the problems are, because there's many problems for each and every, let's say if we're still talking about fitness, there's many problems for each and every body part that we have. So you could talk a lot about the stomach. If you want to create content about belly fat, there's many pieces of small digestible content you can create showing people how they could lose their belly fat. So a lot of it is not always working out. A lot of it is nutrition. So you could go in many different ways and whatnot. So you have to be able to convey your message or figure out whatever your niche is. You have to be able to write down all of these problems or find out what as many problems you have. Then once you know what these problems are, now it's time to figure out how we're going to tell stories to convey your message to your audience so you can capture them and then guide them through your process, because you have the answer. Guide them to make a purchase. That's how you do it on social media. So there is a lot of things you're going to have to learn once you do the video editing, once you start learning how to shoot the video, once you start learning how to get better microphones, better lighting. You're going to have to start writing scripts. If you don't know the thing, if you don't know whatever it is that you're trying to talk about, you're going to have to write scripts. So that means you're going to have to do research. You're going to have to put these things together. You're going to have to practice your script. You're going to have to start saying it in a way that you actually feel comfortable in front of the camera. So some of the things you can do is when you're actually shooting these videos, don't post it. Just shoot the video, watch the video, and see what the flaws are. Then shoot it again. There's no rush for nothing. There's no rush for nothing. But as you do it on a daily basis, you will definitely get better. I didn't know how to edit videos a year ago. I'm very good at editing videos now. I think I'm okay with editing videos now. I'm not no super video editor, but I could do very well good edits on videos. I could keep my audience engaged by just the way that I edit the video. I could take a lame conversation and make that shit fire on the video. So you're gonna have to be able to learn these skills to be able to make your content grow, because we ain't got no money to hire no video editor, no graphic designer, nobody to set up our studio or anything like that. So we're gonna have to learn how to incorporate all these other skills in order for us to advance on social media. Finally, so let's say now you're starting to post, you're starting to get comfortable in your skin on a video, because you don't even have to really be on the screen. You could do it off screen. You could have voiceovers with a bunch of B-roll. There's many different ways you can do it until you get comfortable with being the face of whatever brand that you're trying to put out there. So once you start building some traction, then the next step to that is now you got to figure out how to turn that into a business, because the more volume of people that's starting to call you, you're going to have to be able to hire people, turn that into a business, set up operations, set up systems, so that way when you do hire a person, they know how to handle the task, they know how to handle the phone calls, they know how to bring the lead in, they know how to send out the contract, they know what steps need to be taken from all the steps that you've been doing, how you've been closing your deals. You got to write that stuff out. So that would be the next step after, you actually start to learn how to do social media. So focus on one particular channel, post consistently on that channel, look at a few people within whatever niche and see how they're doing it, not to copy, but just so you can get an understanding of how they shoot their videos, the angles they shoot their videos in, text that they use, the overlays, the graphics, everything. You want to be able to learn all that, because you're going to have to be able to figure out how to do that, either using CapCut or some other video editing software. I would suggest CapCut is the easiest. It actually makes video editing very easy than those other video editing software. It's usually one click to do whatever it is you need to do with inside CapCut. But the pro version is where you got to go in order to get those tools unlocked. So to wrap it up, you build your traction, turn it into a business, and then now that's how you will actually start building a business, because you're not quitting your 9 to 5. You're actually just going to be working a double double shift. So whatever shift you're doing in the morning, you're going to come home and create content on another shift. That's a totally whole other shift. That's a totally whole other day. That's a totally whole other focus that you need to put into actually learning how to do this. So it's going to take a lot of work, but it's not hard. I believe everyone can do it. I believe this is the easiest way for anybody to get some money in their life, especially just creating content. So even if you don't know, even if you don't have no skills, even if you don't know how to do anything, all you got to do is say, like, shit, let's pick the hardest thing. You want to be an astrophysicist, right? All you got to do is just tell your audience, listen, I'm about to start studying astrophysics, and I want to share what I understand from all of these books, because you're going to show your books from all of these books, and I want to share what I learned with you so I can help you become an astrophysicist as well. So you're being honest with the audience. You're not telling them you're Neil deGrasse Tyson. You're telling them you're starting out with a subject, and you're going to share what you know to me, more or less, to the audience. And that helps you, because as you're studying, you're building more of a comprehension, because you're now telling me or breaking down what you just learned to me. So that also builds a better comprehension within you, so that way you understand what you're teaching a lot further. So you don't have to know anything. All you got to do is pick up something, be honest with it. So you really got to do. So it's going to seem slow in the beginning. It's going to be, like nothing is happening. It's going to be like there's nobody paying attention or anything like that. You can't worry about that. What you need to do is you got to trust the process, because if you just post a lot of free content, any one of those content pieces that actually do well, then that's how you create ads. So let's say you post 10 times and post number 7 got more likes than anything else. So then you would take post number 7 and then put some money behind that. Whatever the lowest amount is that these platforms allow, and that's what you could afford, then that's what you do. So if you reach another 5,000 people because of that post, then you reached another 5,000 people because of that post. So imagine every 7 posts you do gets more traction, so that way you can see which one that you need to run an ad with. You pick that one and keep doing the same thing. Post free content, run paid ads. Post free content, the one that do well, turn it into an ad. And that's how you will reach a larger audience each and every time. So it's not a one-time deal where you're just going to create the best thing for the first time and then everybody's going to like it. No, it's a slow process. It's a gradual growth. So take the journey, be the entrepreneur. It's not going to be easy, but it's a lovable journey, and you're going to learn a lot from it. And it's just going to make you a better person. And as you learn more, the more you can teach, the more valuable you become, and the more they'll see you as an expert in whatever it is you teach. So I hope that helps you understand how you could turn your life around in 18 to 24 months. Like with any business, this is not just with social media. This could be with any business. This could be with any idea that you could turn it around using social media. All you got to do is just be truthful with what you're trying to do, because people don't like frauds, and they could also tell when you fraud and being a fraud from the front. You know what I mean? So be honest, share what you know, then just help one person, then that one person to help another person, and you'll grow from there. So the more consistent you stay with what it is you're doing, faster you'll grow. So it ain't about what's happening now. It's about what you can build later. You know what I mean? So don't look at the lefts and the right and see what everybody else is doing. Just focus on what you are doing, because you know what you're doing is what you need to be doing. That's going to take your life in a place where it needs to go. So focus on that. All right. I'm Taurus the General. If you have any questions about social media, how to post content, or how to create videos, let me know in the comments. I'll create videos for you. I'll do training videos, tutorials, whatever it takes to get you to understand that making a buck is super easy. So if you want to learn more, watch this video here.